It's been a while. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, things have been so crazy. But I thought I'd hop on here and give you an update on what's going on with my move towards retirement. And so um, I am slowly dissolving the businesses that I have going on right now. I closed my booth yesterday. It's kind of bittersweet. It was also exhausting. So everything is packed up and ready for my move that's coming up. I'm not sure when, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But if you're just tuning in the first time, I'm moving to Ohio and from Georgia. So it's a bit of a big move. And I have a cleaning business, which I'm still doing for the next couple weeks, slowly pairing off customers for that. And the booth is officially closed. And so where I'm moving in Ohio is actually there's a lot of antique stores in that area, but I don't think I'm going to do the booth again. I am going to still continue to resell. But the booth, I got to be honest with you. Now, I didn't have a big booth. I had a small booth. And I didn't make a lot of money on it. And I'm not blaming the booth. I'm not blaming the antique. Actually, I was in a really good antique mall. I loved the mall that I was in. The people were great. They were so kind. And in the booth, or in the mall that I was in, they had employees to take care of the business itself, the overall business. So I did not have to work for the mall, because some of the places around here, they require you to put in so many hours per month. I didn't have to do that there. It was a little bit far from my house, which was a problem. Of course, that's not anybody's fault, but getting there, I had to plan for it and make sure that, I had the time to get up there and do whatever had to be done. But that was a part of the hindrance for me, is that I couldn't be there as often as I really needed to be. I went up about once a month, and they required that you come up to pick up your check in person. And that was so that people would at least go and look at their booth and make sure that it was clean or whatever. And it worked out. I mean, very, very rarely did I have to go in and revamp the whole thing because, something had been sold or moved around or whatever. But it was good because I could go in and, if somebody, a lot of times, probably every other month, there would be something in my booth that someone had picked up from another vendor, and they just left it in my booth because I guess they changed their mind about buying it. But for the most part, I really didn't have too much as far as being able to go up there once a month for maintenance. But with the booth being small, I was kind of limited on how much I could put in it, of course. And I did have some big things in there, a couple big things, and they sold, believe it or not. I actually sold most of my big items. I brought home a desk, only large things that those are the only large things that were left in the booth. After, when I closed it down, there were a couple shelves that I was using for display, and I actually told the manager of the store that I was just going to leave them there. I don't need them, and so whoever wants them, they can have them. They're free. I'm not charging for them. So, you know, they'll be taken care of. Somebody will probably want them because it'll help them in their own booth. Yeah, it was a lot of work. But the good thing is, as I was packing everything up, putting it in the boxes, you know, it was all wrapped in paper and so on and so forth. The boxes were taped right there in the store. And when I got them home, I put them into the resale area that I work in, you know, for my online businesses. And they're just stacked up ready to go. So when I actually make the move, I don't have to fool with that. Already done. So yeah, that part of it's taken care of, but it was bittersweet. It was fun. I will tell you this. It was a lot of fun. I got to meet some really great people, and you know, seasonally, this booth or this mall that I was selling in, they were very active in the community as far as having events, especially during the winter months from Halloween through New Year's. They had an open house and all the various events that you would have in the holidays. They coordinated events around that, and I did really, really well during the, you know, the winter shopping season for Christmas. So, and it was fun. I didn't participate this year. I did decorate my booth, but I didn't actually go to the open house because I had to work my other job. But the year before that, I took I don't remember what I took, some kind of food. You know, they have food for their customers, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but it was, you know, it was work in that it took my time. There was a little bit of planning that went into it, more so than selling on eBay and those kind of things. Because of it being seasonal, like, I think they were a little miffed, and I wasn't the only one, but I left my Christmas stuff up until I packed up the booth. And I think they really wanted the Christmas stuff out of there sooner. But I figured whatever I could sell, I'm going to get rid of it. And people were buying Christmas ornaments up until yesterday. So they're not big sellers, but I figured the more I sell, the less I have to pack up and figure out what to do with afterwards. So yeah, there wasn't that much left as far as the furniture goes. I had lots of little things. Now what I'm gonna do is put a lot of that on eBay once I move. So I do have some really neat blown glass fruit bowls, and some of it's more vintage. I have one piece that's really neat, but it's more contemporary. And so those eventually will be going online, which is good because then I don't have to worry about shopping and sourcing when I get to my new place. I've already got things that I can start listing. And yeah, I'll be good to go once I get there. And let's see, there was the two end tables. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. I actually got them out of trash behind a store, and I painted them and put the IOD stickers on them. They're very cottage core looking. I might keep them, or I might give them to my daughter. I'm not sure about that yet. And then the desk, I'm gonna keep that and probably put it in the studio. It is the most god-awful ugly thing you have ever seen in your life. It really is. It's an ugly piece of furniture, but I got it for like $6. I got it so cheap. But I'll probably use it as an office space, actually. So I'll have a desk, which I don't have right now. And then there was a couple other pieces of furniture that either didn't make it to the booth, or were at the booth and then I brought them home for whatever reason. Two other end tables I'm I'm probably going to keep those and use them myself. Oh, what else? That's about all I have that was actually dedicated to the booth when I purchased them. The rest of it is all small things, and they're gonna go. Oh, I do have a Christmas tree now, and I know exactly where I'm gonna put it. It's gonna be in my house. And when I bought it, it was interesting because I found this Christmas tree that was tall. It's a 6-foot tree, but it's kind of narrow. It's not a great big one. And I needed that because the booth was small. But then I thought, well, I don't know where I'm going to move to at the time that I bought it, but I knew that I was eventually going to be moving. So it's going to fit in a corner in the living room when I get to my new house. And I'm going to have a Christmas tree. And I just hope that my cats don't decide to destroy everything that's on it. And I've got ornaments, so there's that too. And so the Christmas tree has a purpose now. And yeah, so just a little side note, what's going on. The date that I'm moving has been changing back and forth between my schedule and Lucas's schedule, my son-in-law, because he travels a lot for work. Well, now Ray broke his thumb and he dislocated it. And if you don't know, Ray is a double amputee, and he does have prosthetics, but you can't wear your prosthetics every minute of the day. So he uses his hands a lot to move around, and if he's not wearing his prosthetics in the house, he crawls. So his hands are also part of his feet. And this is a problem because he's putting weight on that part of his hand where it's broken. And so he had pins put in, the pins bent, and now he's seeing a hand surgeon. So he has a surgery tomorrow, and they're going to put a screw in, something a little bit more sturdy than pins. And I don't know how this is going to work out. I really don't, because we're talking like a tiny, the bones in your hands are small. They're little bones. It's not like some of the other bones in your body. Your hands have lots of little teeny tiny bones. So we're talking teeny tiny bones and teeny tiny screws and a teeny tiny plate if they put that in there, all these things. And so I just don't know if it's actually going to work. And then if it doesn't, I guess we have to take the screws out, and then what? We have to wait. I don't know. So it may be early May before I actually get out of here. I don't know. But that part of it, I'm just going to take one day at a time, and we'll see how that goes. But that's been a bit of a delay. So I don't even know when we're going to be able to move, because his health is important, and that's going to have to come first. So I don't know. I'm just taking it as it comes. That's how it is. But I'm becoming, I don't know if you would call it homesick, because I never lived in Ohio, but that's where my daughter is, and I really just really want to be there and talk with her, and be around her and my grandkids and my son-in-law. I can't. I'm tired of not being around my family, and that's where I want to be. So that's what's going on. It's been really hectic lately, and I have not been doing a lot of sourcing. I've just been taking things out of the death pile and getting them put on. I am still listing things on my eBay store and my Poshmark and all the others. Sales have been kind of slow for me lately. I don't know if it's because I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm doing all the things you're supposed to do. It could just be the economy, and it could be me, and it could be the things I'm listing. I don't know, but things have been slow. I'm getting some sales, but they're not what I would really like for them to be. So, I am hoping that once I move, I can start doing more videos and getting some things out to you guys so you can see what's in the booth. And I'll show you my house too when I move. It's not anything truly wonderful. It's very humble, but that's okay. It's a roof and it's warm, and I'm going to be happy with that. So I have been neglecting the channel, and I'm sorry for that. I just really have had my hands so full lately, and had to focus on other things. And that's kind of how it is when you're on YouTube and you have a busy life. Sometimes other things take precedence over getting a video out, and I apologize, but that's also why I'm doing this live instead of just recording, is so that I can at least touch base with you, because I'm sure some of you are wondering, where has she been? Well, I'm here, and trying to get stuff done. That's what it is. So anyway, I am off to clean today. I'm cleaning the gym, and I have an office to clean, and then I'm going to go home and cook dinner and fold my own laundry and bag up some shirts that I have listed. So that's the next thing. I will talk to you again, hopefully very soon. I'm hoping very soon. So everybody have a great day. Stay bossy, and I will talk to you again.